Earlier this spring, I called Bob Hill, former coach of the Seattle Supersonics. I was trying to track down what had ever happened to Robert Swift. And perhaps you remember his story. He was a lottery pick in 2004 for Seattle. Spent 5 years in the NBA, marred by injuries. Then the last thing we heard from him was in 2014 when a SWAT team raided a drug house north of Seattle. They found Swift there, broke and addicted to heroin, helping keep the place clean in exchange for a place to sleep. Swift spent a month in prison, and now, according to Hill, he was back on his feet, clean and playing ball again, trying to turn his life around. So this summer I went up to Roseville, which is outside Sacramento, and I met with Rob. He told me he was trying to get back and play somewhere, maybe overseas or the D-League. I think the ultimate goal would probably be the NBA. Over the course of 3 visits, I watched Rob work out and play a number of times. It looked like he was in good shape. He was strong, he finished well around the rim. The toughest thing to gauge was how he would do against bigger competition. Most of the places he was playing were rec leagues, and he was often getting double-teamed, but by guys who might be 6'5", 6'6". He did show off a newly developed three-point shot, which he picked up when he was in Japan with Bob Hill. He had a nice soft touch. I saw him using the kind of moves you might see in an NBA game, but once again, against shorter guys. On occasion, he'd be forced to guard outside players. And this was interesting to watch because a lot of time he was switched on to quick guards or had to contest the three-point line. He also was playing with guys who weren't necessarily always creators, and occasionally, as you see here, he'd get frustrated. The majority of the time, though, at least while I was there, Rob played hard. He was a good defender, a good teammate, and he finished strong in the post. No scouts have seen him yet. My impression would be he's a guy who could help the overseas team out right now and probably be a good D-League player. For now, his goal is to be playing and staying in shape. Basketball is the first step. His ultimate goal is reclaiming his life.
Should fans in Seattle really be panicking at this point, 2 weeks into the season, Chris?
RELAX. In my Aaron Rodgers voice, relax.